Hello, hello, it's Tash and Ro.
Welcome back to It's Saturday, your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us,
It's Saturday. Oh my god, every time we do that intro, I always want to say but for us. Like I want to say that part too. So if you watch our like video, it's like me going like
That's so funny.
Oh my god, episode, what are we at now? I'm gonna lose count. 7?
7.
Wow.
It feels like heaven when you're with us. So keep tuning in.
Grab a drink, get comfortable,
Yes.
because we have so much to talk about, and this is finally like the first episode we're doing in real time. So
Yeah, I've been really super stoked for this. So we haven't actually recorded in 2 weeks, so we have a lot to talk about. But we were editing last week, like the previous episode. So now it's like record, edit, same week, bing, bang, boom. We're relevant AF.
boom.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we have so much to cover. Okay, let's start with some life updates. You have so much to talk about because you went to a bachelorette party and a wedding.
Oh my gosh, I did. Yes. Yeah. So we have 2 really good friends that are they're getting married in Mexico next year, but they had their bachelor.
Can't wait.
Yes. Oh yeah, so we're all going to be there. It's going to be so fun. They had their bachelorette combined together in Niagara Falls, which I also want to talk about. I want to get people's opinions on that. So she has 4 bridesmaids and he has 8 groomsmen, and everyone was able to go except for 1 groomsman. So there was a lot of us, and like Niagara never disappoints.
It's so much fun.
So fun. There's so much to do, from going to dinners and going out to different clubs, activities like we did jet boating, we went to strip clubs, we played games like at the house. She's a big backyard, a sick garage that has like immaculate vibes. Oh. The garage feels like its own little like club.
Yes.
Yeah, it's more like a pub kind of vibe,
nice.
like with just like different license plates on the walls, like neon lights up. Like it was sick. So everybody knows each other really well, except for like 1 or 2 people were kind of new to the group, but I felt like I had known them forever. Do you know what I mean?
And everyone meshed really well together.
Oh my gosh, it was perfect. They have the perfect friend group to be able to combine guys and girls, because I don't feel like every couple is lucky enough to be able to do that.
So I was gonna say, let's talk about that, because we did a combined bachelorette for ours
last summer.
Yeah. I'm so sad you weren't able to come. You were in like BC or something. But I think it takes like a certain friend group to be able to pull it off in a way.
Totally.
Like you have to all be friends, or like at least know each other enough. But when you can, I find it's more fun almost.
It is. It really is fun. Like personally, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but I wouldn't be mad if I did it. You know what I mean? Like it's either way, I'm gonna have a good time.
And you guys had all these like planned nights of like a casino theme night. Yes. A lot of themes going on.
A lot of themes. We had casino night. I got all the decorations for that. It was super fun. We got bills printed out with our faces on it, like I had mentioned we were gonna do. We played games to win like the bucks for them, to make them like do stuff over the weekend.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's so fun, right?
Yeah.
And then we had just like a black and white night. So obviously we all wore black. It was like kind of like their funeral, like their singles funeral.
Oh, I love that.
So we all wore black, and then they wore their white outfits. We went out that night, and then just like chilling at home. The girls had their own shirts.
Yeah.
That's also like bride or babe on it, and then the boys had these really sick jerseys that actually Matt was the one that scoped them out and got them made, and they also had groomsmen on it with their last name on the back, and then just like a number of their choice on the front. They looked legit. They were like vintage style.
Ooh, I love that. And you guys got a party bus, I saw.
Oh my god, yes. You remember more than I do.
Like, let me just recap Tasha's weekend for you guys. She's like, oh yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah, we actually got a party bus.
Because I was sober watching your snaps, so I'm like making mental notes.
We got a party bus to go to a wine tour. So we literally took the party bus to the wine tour. It drove us around for an hour because it's already so close. So we're like, can you just drive us around so we can have like the party bus vibes?
Take the long way.
Take the long way home, please. And they did. And then we did our wine tours, guys and girls separate. There's the Trios and then Wayne Gretzky are right beside each other.
I love that. Wayne Gretzky, I've been there. It's so good.
So
and Trios,
good. Wayne Gretzky Loki has a dope Pinot Grigio. It's only like $16 a bottle, and it's really good.
Yeah,
so we did like kind of a fancy wine tour. The boys did more like kind of like a hard liquor / wine tour. Then we met up for dinner there. Party bus picked us back up. And then we went to this club, and it was one of the worst clubbing experiences I've ever had.
What happened?
So we get to this club, minimum 3 bottles. So we bought bottles all weekend, whatever. We're like 13 people, not a big deal.
It's okay. We know the bottle etiquette.
We know bottle etiquette.
Go back.
We paid in advance anyway. Like, it's like we got 3 bottles of Ciroc. We get there. First of all, the music starts off like pretty good. We're like, okay, this is kind of a vibe. Not too bad. Then as the night goes on and people start coming in, it just turns into 2012, 2013 again, just like Akon, Bruno Mars. And I'm like, I'm not trying to dance to Bruno Mars at the club right now. And then it starts to smell like vomit.
I hate that feeling when you're at the club and it smells like vomiting. You're like, where is it coming from? Where is it coming from? You're trying to locate
coming from
it.
somewhere around us, and it would not go away. And we were starting to feel ill from it. It was awful. So we tried to be good people. We go to the bartender and we're like, hey, we're just not vibing right now. What's the corking fee? We're just going to take our bottles and dip.
So, yeah, you pay and then you get to take your bottles home with you.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe $20, $40, whatever. We'll pay it. Just we need to get out of here. I'm going to throw up. She's like, just steal the bottles. And we're like, what? She's like, just put them under your...
Just take them.
Just take them. Just put them under your bottles and leave. And we're like, girl, okay, if you're telling us to, I'm taking the spouts with me.
You don't got to tell me twice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm taking these spouts. We got out of there. We tried to go to another club. It was just way too busy. We were like, we have all these bottles. We have a full house.
And the best group of friends. Who else are we going to meet at the club at this point?
Exactly. We went out to the bar before. So we've already been to the club. We've been to bars. We went to the strip club the night before.
Yeah.
So we go back home and we literally make our own club. And it was immaculate.
Yes,
it was so fun. That. Yeah. So it was great. The hangover gods blessed me. I wasn't too hungover the whole weekend. And... it was a great way to end the summer. Okay,
that's amazing. Yeah. Honestly, speaking of hangovers, I just feel like I've figured out the key to success, the key to not having a hangover. Which I know everyone always says, but I've just started to use every time I go out, is just to chug a glass of water after every drink. After you drink, important. If you take a shot, chug a glass of water. Yeah. You're going to have to pee a lot. That's no one talks about that. You're going to have to pee a lot.
You're peeing out the poison.
Yeah, but
you're peeing out the poison.
Because I went out for my mom's birthday, so that was another thing we did this weekend. We went out for my mom's birthday, and she likes to party. She likes to have fun. And so we went out. Best. Yeah, we went out. We went on a marathon. We went to so many different places.
New places.
A lot. Yeah. New places. Yeah. So we went to Savannah Lounge for dinner and drinks. The place was pretty nice. They have a lot of cool cocktails. Their dinner was okay. We got some sushi. We got some burrata. We had oysters.
Was it as good as Joey's sushi?
No. Nothing will be as good as Joey's sushi ever.
Fair.
Yeah. So, but they did have a seared, the same kind of style sushi, seared salmon sushi. Mm-hmm. But anyways, went there for dinner, got pretty drunk at dinner. One of my mom's friends ended up surprising her, showing up midway through dinner. She was like, I'm watching a theater show with the NIC or something. Can I buy you guys a round of shots? They came, brought us shots.
So nice.
So there was a lot of shots happening that night. And so I was like,
shots will do you dirty. That's how you get fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just chugging water, literally nonstop. And we ended up going to this place called Back to Brooklyn. I don't know if you've ever been.
I've heard, but never been.
Yeah, so it's in the market. It's in on Clarence, and they had a really sick DJ. Honestly, the music really makes the night.
So important.
Music is so important for a good night out.
Shout out, if you're a sick DJ, God bless, thank you.
Yeah.
You're doing everybody a favor.
Seriously, we need you. We need to stop playing this top 100 shit. If you're mixing your own stuff live, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
And he was literally DJing, not just pressing play. He was actually DJing. DJing. And so the music was so good. We were chilling there, and then we ended up going to somewhere, got bottles there.
Is somewhere the new Waverly for us now?
Seriously.
I feel we go there a lot.
We always end up. And the name always just fucking confusing the shit out of people, because they're like, where are we going? And you're like, somewhere. And they're like, somewhere where? And you're like, no, somewhere. And you have to put it in quotes.
It is a vibe, though.
Yeah, it's a vibe. So we went there, and then we ended up at Waverly after.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so we did end up at Waverly. The music was so bad, though. It was
probably that same DJ as the
oh my God. It was... honestly, it just ruined the vibe. We got there, and we were and it was really crowded, and it was also Frosh. So we need to talk about this. It was Frosh week, so there was a lot
19-year-olds,
of
probably 18-year-olds.
So I think that was also the reason we were just not for us.
Gen Z in the house.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of people puking. It was just a lot of young, first time going out.
I remember my first Frosh.
Yeah. So actually, talking about Frosh. Guys, look at these transitions. We're in episode 7.
We don't plan this shit.
We
this
really
is natural.
don't. It's been officially 10 years since I've went to Frosh. Wow. And the only reason I know this is because my sister-in-law is exactly 10 years younger than me. We have the same birthday.
Oh my God.
But she's a mirror of how old I am because she's going through these life events.
Oh my God,
and I'm like,
so she's
oh my God, that was 10 years ago?
18 now?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And so she just finished her Frosh week and she had a blast. She was at Carlton.
Okay, do you remember your Frosh song for Frosh week?
No.
Okay.
What was yours?
Mine was Black Eyed Peas, Tonight's Gonna Be a Good Night.
Oh!
Yeah, that was from 2010 though, I think. Or 2011. 2010. No, it was 2010.
I wish I could remember mine. It was so long ago.
My God.
I don't even remember anything. Honestly, I was just drunk the whole time. But,
That's
10 years since Frosh. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm a dozen years since Frosh, so don't you worry.
No, but yeah, so she had a good time at Frosh, and she was telling me, because she's more of a shy person, and so she was like, I don't know if I want to do Frosh. I'm like, you have to do Frosh. You have
to. If you're listening to us and you're a lot younger than us and you're thinking, should you go to Frosh? Absolutely go.
100% go to Frosh because that's where you meet all your friends. Mm-hmm. And even if you're not a big partier, that's so fine. They have a lot of day events. I remember one of the most fun events we had was a scavenger hunt around the city.
So cute. And then you get to know your city too if you're new and shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I love that.
Love that. So
oh my gosh.
So that was my
that's your little update. Look at us. I forgot to mention one massive update that happened to me while I was having a blast in Niagara.
Oh, yes, I know what you're
And when I say massive.
Massive.
I mean massive. On Sunday night, I was carrying some stuff and I was walking down the stairs and I fell on just 2 flights. It was just 2 steps, but I fell. It was hard wood and I was holding stuff, so I didn't break my fall, which maybe was for the best, but I landed right on my derriere, specifically my left derriere. And not joking, guys, Rose seen it. My bruise,
it's you look you got an ass implant.
My ass is swollen on one side.
One side is just so big, it's
And I have a massive bruise. It's actually gotten so much better now, but it was black and blue. It looked like people have made comparisons to the galaxy, to a black hole, to a jawbreaker. You know, when you bite into a jawbreaker and it has all those layers.
Oh my God, that's really good.
Yeah, that's probably the most accurate. It hurts. I'm in pain right now sitting, not gonna lie, but I don't know what to say after the butt.
Yeah.
But my butt.
But. Thank God you got a booty though. So if you had a bony ass,
the fatter the ass, the bigger the bruise.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, I'm you could have broke something.
No, and actually I did talk to my doctor because I was a little bit concerned because it was an
really
insanely bad bruise.
Yeah.
And he kind of just laughed at me and he's like, you're so lucky that was not your tailbone. You could have fractured yourself or if it was your back or your spine, that's the best place you could have fallen.
Yeah.
So shout out to my ass.
Too. Yeah, shout out. Literally. That's why you got to do your squats.
Yeah, that's why you got to do your squats. But now there's certain things that I can't wear right now. Certain jeans I can't wear.
Thank God the summer's over. Imagine this happened midsummer before your birthday.
That would have been.
We would have put foundation on it or something.
I don't even know what I would have done, Romina. We've had too many pool parties. It's done.
Oh my God.
We're done.
So this would happen at the perfect time.
Yeah.
In the perfect spot. So.
Exactly. So that was my bruise update. And also I wanted to tell you, we had to stop at an en route.
Oh.
Through this ride to and from Niagara. Actually, did we stop? Yeah, we stopped at an en route both ways. But on the way back, there were 3 options. There was Subway, Tim Hortons, and A&W. And I was like, yo, in honor of our podcast, Subway. I'm going to get a motherfucking meatball sub. So I'm super stoked. Okay, we're going to Subway. We pull in. I'm like, I don't want A&W. I really don't want Tim Hortons. And we
Especially
go in.
Now with our pizza coming out.
Hell no. I don't want a pizza. I want a meatball.
Yeah.
I go in. Subway's not open.
No.
Subway's not open. The Timmy's line, it is so long. It's almost out the door. So I'm like, I guess I'm getting A&W right now. I get A&W. It was $30 for 2 little fast food meals. I'm like,
God.
bro, are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
So once again, screw you, en route.
En route. And we you made a realization the other day that I don't think most people know.
Guys.
Yeah.
I'm a genius.
She's a fucking genius.
I'm always thinking why is it en route? You're en route to what? I don't know. You're en route. You're on the highway. But then I'm like, wait, the O-N is capital. this is definitely a play on Ontario because en routes are only in Ontario and it's across like that major highway.
Yes.
And then I Googled it to confirm myself and I was freaking right.
Yeah. O-N, Ontario route.
En route.
En route.
In Ontario,
like,
en route.
I never caught on to that. I was like, what? En route? Like, we're en route.
Yeah, literally.
No, that's not what it is. So,
hell yeah.
So, hell yeah, brother.
Not just a pretty face and a bruised ass.
She's smart. She's smart.
She's smart.
Okay, speaking of like driving and just like being on the highway, I have this crazy fucking story.
Okay,
So,
I haven't heard this yet.
yeah, so I was just like driving on the highway. I don't remember where I was going, but I was on the highway. And then the car in front of me, like a shit ton of smoke just started coming out of the car. And I'm like, fuck.
The car in front of you.
Yeah. So I'm like, fuck, this car's breaking down. Like, and it was a really old, like, car. So I was like, fuck, the car is breaking down. Like, I got to get out of this lane because he was, like, slowing down. I was like, I got to get out of this lane.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I switched lanes and I, like, speed up to go. And I'm, like, kind of, like, looking into the car. Bro, his car was not breaking down. It was just two guys smoking vapes. Like vapes.
Vape gods.
But, like, those massive vapes, you know, like, the ones that make clouds.
Oh
So, like, there was so
God.
much smoke coming out on either side of the car and they were kind of in unison, like synchronous vaping. I don't know if that's even a thing, but they were freaking vaping at the exact same time.
Olympic sport.
And the amount of smoke coming out of their car, I was like, this is a safety hazard. Like, you are blocking.
You can't see shit.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I was dying laughing. Like, I was just like, wow,
God.
like, this is hilarious. Like, what's going on? Also, I feel like the number of people that vape now, it's just...
out of control. But apparently this is an Ottawa thing.
Oh,
like,
really?
Toronto people don't do it. When our Toronto friends come, they're like, why? Like, vaping's an Ottawa thing. I'm like, no, kidding, we don't vape.
Yeah, we don't vape. But, yeah, like, I thought that was hilarious. I was just like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's really funny.
So...
Oh, my God.
If ever you're in front of a car and, like, you see a bunch of smoke, maybe they're just vaping. Like, you don't need to pull over.
You're fine.
Oh, my God. Okay, what's episode 5 footage story? Do I even know about this?
Oh, my God, you don't?
No.
So this is my last update I'll give you guys. But... I literally almost thought that we lost episode 5 footage.
My God, yeah. I remember you texting me that.
It was
yeah.
the evening. No, this was a different time.
Oh.
This was before that time. This was when the audio was weird. That was episode 6. This is episode 5, 2 episodes ago. I'm literally going, I thought I put it on the drive. I thought I got the Google Drive and I was going looking for it. I went through all of Matt's memory cards. I couldn't find it anywhere. And I literally, this was at like 9 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I'm not going to ruin your Romina's night. So I wrote out a text to you that I was going to send you in the morning because I didn't want to ruin your evening. And Matt's like, just check like the hard drive one more time. Like, are you sure it's not on there? And I'm an idiot. And I opened the hard drive and it just wasn't, it was like somewhere in the wrong spot. I went through every single thing and I was like, Jesus Christ, thank you, baby Jesus.
God.
I found the footage and I literally wrote you out the text being like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. Like, I can't find the footage. And it was terrible. Like,
Thank God we found it, though.
Thank God we found it.
I didn't even know about this.
I know. And I was like, I didn't even want to like stress you out. And then the next week,
Oh my God, we're good,
Guys.
guys. We have our footage. You guys saw episode 5, but damn.
Being a content creator is hard.
Okay, this is another, I'm sorry, but we're getting right into it. I'm sorry, but will we ever have enough iCloud storage or Google Drive storage? I feel like I'm constantly getting these emails being like, your storage is full. Dropbox, you're full. I'm at like whatever, iCloud, it's full. Like,
it's always full and I'm always buying more.
Like, when are we ever going to have enough? Like, and
just
where
give me more.
Just give me more. It's like, where is this? It's like, it doesn't really make sense. You're like, where is it in space? Like,
what is the cloud? I want to see it.
What the fuck is it?
Like, you have all this cloud, give me some.
Yeah, give me some cloud and make it free. I don't know.
It's
Like,
true.
it just feels like we're always running low on storage for like everything. So I'm
for
just
so
annoyed.
long, you know, when your phone tells you need to buy more storage, and like I felt like for a while I was always like ignore, and then when I finally bought more storage, I was like, hey, I'm an adult. I just bought some more. I can spend $1.99 a year for 200 freaking gigs of storage.
Yeah,
I got that.
Yeah,
I got that in the bank
I'll pay
account.
monthly, but then you don't realize like. Then you use that storage up and then you're like, frig, I have to buy more. Like, it's never ending.
Yeah.
It's literally a pyramid scheme, but with storage.
It's true. It is truly true.
Oh, my God.
That is a really good I'm sorry but.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a couple, too.
Yeah.
So, recently I went to Cirque du Soleil, and this is what sparked this I'm sorry but.
Ooh.
Now, I'm sorry but, if you're at a show, why aren't you applauding?
Yeah.
Like, people are at Cirque du Soleil where the most amazing acrobats and performers are doing their thing that none of us can do. And I'm sitting beside this gentleman, and he never clapped. He was just watching.
That's weird.
I'm like, you need to give them encouragement.
He probably claps on the plane when it lands.
That's the only time he claps.
He claps on the plane when it lands, but doesn't clap for Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, literally. But
Probably doesn't make his bed.
I find it's like so rude.
That is rude.
Like, you're being entertained, and I just feel like that you got to tell them they're doing a good job, unless by clapping.
And I feel like that's part of the experience is like getting excited and being in the crowd and like applauding and like standing up and like, you know.
I know. I'm like, are you having a good time?
Hello? Are you there, sir?
Are you there, sir? Anyway, that just kind of irked me. I just wanted to.
That's like going to a hockey game or like a sports game and just being like, and sitting there and just like sitting.
I'm not that person. No, I'm so animated. I'm so animated.
I won't even know any teams that's playing. Like, I'll go to a hockey game and I'm like so invested in any team that I'm watching, and people are like, "Oh, you're a fan?" I'm like, "No, I have
who?
Of who? I don't even know who's playing. Like, what's going on? What sport is this?"
I'm just here for a good time.
I'm just here. Like, where are the beers?
Yeah, we would be great cheerleaders.
Yeah,
truly. Okay, I want to know your opinion on this too.
Ooh.
So, I'm sorry, but watching scary movies alone is a red flag to me.
Yeah, no.
And someone recently told me that they like to do this, and they're an amazing person, but I'm like, bro, I immediately told them that's a red flag for me.
I can't just watch scary movies by myself.
By yourself.
It would freak me the frig out. Like,
Matt and I are not scary movie people.
We watch scary movies. Well, I like them. Farza just watches them because I like them, but I can't do it alone. Like, I make him watch it with me. I'm like, you're watching this. He's like, I don't really want to. I'm like, no, you're watching this.
Do you not get nightmares like after? I feel like my subconscious is so influenced by what I like input into my brain during the day.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be a good storyline, and it can't just be like horror. Like, it needs to be like thriller kind of scary movie.
I get behind that.
Yeah, like Hereditary. Have you ever watched that?
Never heard of it. Never saw it.
It's so good. You need to watch it. That's a good movie.
Okay. Have you seen Hush?
No.
Oh my gosh. It's kind of gory, but thrillery and a crazy storyline.
Okay, I'm watching it tonight.
It's about oh my god,
tonight,
she's crazy. Tonight. Red flag. Barza's not home. Barza's
watching it by myself.
It's about this woman who's deaf, and she has a house in like the woods. And
oh wait, I have seen this, and they can't speak.
Well, no, she's deaf. So she just can't hear that if there's someone coming to attack. There's a serial killer loose, and she's deaf alone in her house in the woods, and that's all I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, never mind. I'm thinking of this other one where they have to be quiet.
Oh, that's
what's that
Silent
one?
Hill or
Silent,
something?
Yeah, it was the one they couldn't speak.
I know, John,
oh my God.
John Cusack or something.
Yeah, I got scared just thinking about that one. That was crazy.
The guy from
Hush. Okay, I'm watching it.
Watch it with Farzi. Not alone, or we're not friends anymore.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, another I'm sorry, but the number of spam calls and texts I get a day is ridiculous.
It's out of control.
Literally, and some of the ways you can know that it's a spam call is like the beginning of the phone number is the same as your phone number.
Oh.
So like it'll literally be like the same like area code and the same first 3 digits is the same. If you ever do see that, it's a spam call. And I'm not joking, like 10 a day.
I don't answer my phone if I don't have the number saved.
Me either.
I don't know if that's like
annoying,
a millennial thing or an anxiety thing, but if I don't have your number saved,
me too.
I'm not answering it.
Yeah, me either. I don't either.
I can't.
My husband picks up every phone call. It pisses me off. Like, how do you do that? He's like, well, what if it's like an emergency? I'm like, they would text you.
Yes. Or if they leave a voicemail.
Yeah, leave a voicemail.
I'm like, I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
This also reminded me, did I ever tell you about, I got this like text story or this text spam? It was literally crazy.
Yeah, I want to hear this
story. So I was in Montreal for my friend's birthday back in March, and I wake up to a text, and it was like an inappropriate, like sexy text, like a nude. Someone sent me a nude of this. It was a woman, a girl, and they were like, hey, like, last night was so fun, like, you forgot to take my number, like, somebody gave me yours, and then sent like a nude. And I was like, oh my God. And we like went out the night before, and I was like, no, there's no way. And I looked it up, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like a nude spam bot. So we all kind of just like laughed about it. I like told my boyfriend, I was like, oh my God, I got this weird text, like this nude, so weird. And then like 2 months later, Matt and I wake up in the morning, and he's on his phone, and he got the same text.
It's the same person.
The exact same message, the exact same nude. But I'm like, yo, imagine I didn't get that.
That would cause a breakup.
And that's like, I don't know who this is. It's a bot. Like,
Yeah, sure,
that
buddy.
could cause some serious issues in a relationship.
Breaking families up. Like,
who is doing that?
But also, what is the point? Like, what are they getting out of it? Like, someone's gonna be like, hey, yeah, and then they steal your identity. Like, I just don't get it.
Like, I need to buy new lingerie. Send me your credit card, daddy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure maybe some guys would do that, but
that's crazy.
I just feel bad because that is somebody's like nude photo, and like I'm sure that they didn't mean for it to be in a like a spam text.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I'm always getting these weird texts like, hey, did you get the money I sent you? One time, this guy pretended to be the CEO of my dad's company and texted out a bunch of employees being like, hey, like, I'm going to be late to the meeting. Like, can you just click this link and like buy like this thing? Like, we need it or
and
whatever.
You're like, boss said so. I'm gonna
literally,
do it.
And like they had the same name. Like he was like Eric or whatever his name is. And like a bunch of employees got it. Thank God they were just like, they sent out a mass thing being like, don't reply to this. But it's gotten to a really crazy level.
It's a whole business.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Oh my God.
Not about it.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some random shit that needs to be said.
I gotta say some random shit.
Let's get into it. Okay, I finally went and got, I meant to tell you this, I finally went and got the Kirkland sweatsuit moment.
So
I know, and like, dude, when I was there at Costco, they were literally like, people were crowded around the section, and the girl that was working was all stressed out, and I was like, you know how you like need to look for a size, like, and you're like kind of like fucking ruining the whole pile.
Yes.
So I was like looking for a small. And they combined the guys and girls sizes. So like a girl's like small is actually a guy's extra small, and anyway. So there was one small in like the pile, and I'm like looking for you for another small. Aww. There's no freaking small. So I'm like, okay, maybe a medium. I put on the medium. It's like down to my knees. I'm like, okay, she's not going to want to wear this. This is not
maybe
cute.
I need a medium bottom right now, but not the top.
Yeah, the bottoms fit like true to size, but the top, like the sweaters, I will say is pretty big. Like so size down, I would say.
Can I just say, this is the first time in my life I was ahead of a trend.
Yeah.
I wanted this before it got cool, and now that it's cool, I feel pretty cool that I wanted it, but I don't have it, so I'm not that cool.
Yeah, we're gonna get you that sweater. I'm gonna get you that sweater.
I'm gonna go to Costco.
there was like a TikTok made. I don't know if this is why like it went viral and like now everyone's buying it, but there was a TikTok made of a girl like literally being like, run to Costco to get this sweatsuit. This was after Tash had already talked about it though, so
I was ahead.
You were ahead, but it is really, really comfortable. Yeah, it's just a nice cozy sweater.
How much was it?
It was $20 for the top, 20 for the bottom.
That's
like
so
cheap.
reasonable.
So cheap. Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to Costco this weekend.
Yeah, definitely 100%. Go and get one. Yeah.
100%. Okay, a question for you, Romina. You're home alone. Yep. It's Friday night. You don't have plans? What are you gonna do?
I love Friday nights.
That never happens, but
I love Friday nights with no plans. Okay, so first off, I'm probably going to get a drink going. I'll make myself like a fancy little cocktail, and then I'll binge watch some reality TV because I love reality TV, and my husband like can't stand it most of the time. Maybe I'll take a bath. Ooh. I don't know. Maybe I'll have like a little dance party by myself. Maybe just that's pretty much it. Just binge watching reality TV is my thing.
I also use that time to order food that I know Matt would not be down to get.
Yes, I love that. Yes.
So what's your order you get if Farzad's not home?
Okay, this is kind of gross, but I love Taco Bell.
Can you order Taco Bell?
Yeah, from
Uber Eats.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I never see that.
There's one by my house. I think it just depends on where you live, right? Like it shows you what's around.
I haven't seen a Taco Bell not in a mall like ever. It's only
in a mall.
There's
one that's attached to like a KFC by my house.
Okay.
And I always get like a Crunchwrap Supreme and a bunch of like small like things, and sometimes I get churros. Like it's gross, and I always feel like I wanted it to be better than it is. Like you order it, it arrives, and you're like, this isn't that good. But I don't know. There's something about that greasy,
that
Taco Bell. Yeah. What about you? What's your go-to order?
Okay, I get this because Matt won't let me get it if he's around because he always says, I want you to live a long life, and this takes time off of your life every time you eat one.
What is it?
It's a Baconator.
Oh my!
That is my
Wendy's
Baconator is my guiltiest pleasure.
I don't think I've ever had one.
Everyone always says that when I tell them this. They're like, I've actually never had that. I'm like, don't worry, I've had enough for the both of us.
Don't worry about it.
I got us covered. It is so good, but so bad.
Oh my God.
And that's, if I'm home alone, sorry, Matt, I'm getting a Baconator.
Okay, we need to do like a mini episode where we just get a ton of food, like Timmy's Pizza, Baconator, some meatball subs.
We eat.
And just eat.
We're girls who eat.
Yeah. I don't know how we'll hold our mics. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Stick it in the Baconator. Like.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yum.
Low-key, Wendy's is...
Oh, yeah. The square burgers always freaked me out, though.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Why is it square? They just want to be different, I guess.
100%. But yeah, everything else you do at Home Alone, I totally agree. But like, I'm always like, I'm getting a Baconator.
Yeah, I'm getting something that, you know,
I need something bad.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Speaking of food,
yeah.
So I was going back to work, going back to the office.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need a new lunch bag. My lunch bag's falling apart.
Yeah.
Because I'm a nerd and I like to have a lunch bag. I don't like to use just like a tote bag.
I like having a lunch bag.
Yeah,
too.
I like having a lunch bag. It keeps it insulated.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I'm like prancing around HomeSense as usual. And there's all these cute little lunch bags. And I'm looking at them. And then I'm like looking at the tags for the price. But then they also have other tags on them. And I'm like, oh, this writing's really small. Like, what does it say? And literally every single lunch bag that was at HomeSense or at Marshall's says like a massive warning on it that it can cause like, it's been known to cause infertility issues and cancer.
What?
Especially like it's like banned in like some of the states, but like for some reason I don't know why it's in Canada. But all these lunch bags have these warnings on them about cancer and infertility issues.
What?
So I don't have a lunch bag right now because I haven't been able to find one that's
we need to
safe.
Scan our Yuka app and like go look up something.
Lunch bags on the Yuka app.
Lunch bags need to be added because I don't think they have it. I think it's more like health and beauty. But
yeah, but that's super spooky because I know there's definitely people that buy those things and don't like read the whole thing, and then you're putting your lunch in there
and you're eating
every day, and it's just
staying
sitting
for a long period of time.
Yeah, and it's just sitting in there. So I think that's really scary. So double check your lunch bags.
That's really gross. I wonder what it is. It's the material, the insulation.
I'm
maybe?
assuming it must be that. Yeah, it must be something in there that is trying to keep it cold or keep it however in what state, but it's not good for your food and not good for your body.
I always wondered, you know those like little thermoses that you had as a kid and you put your lunch in it? Mm-hmm. Those always like, I always had a thermos because I'm an immigrant and my parents would always put me like curries and like different like stews for lunch. Like I never had a sandwich.
Yeah,
like,
no Lunchables.
Literally never had a sandwich. It would be like rice with like a stew and I'd open it up and it's like smelly. Like the whole.
So much better though, like in hindsight, truly.
The whole like classroom would smell. But yeah, no, I always wondered about those too, those little thermoses. If like maybe they are probably gross too. I don't know.
During COVID, like the first year, they told us we weren't going to be allowed to use the microwaves and we could only have like cold lunches. So I actually bought a thermos. And then
why?
I don't know. It's because they didn't want us sharing the microwave. Yeah. So I went out and bought a $40 thermos. And then that was over the weekend. And by Monday, they were like, just kidding. You can use the microwaves. And I was like,
that was stupid.
Like, yeah, that was real stupid of us. So heat up your lunch. Like that's the one joy you have of the day is eating your lunch. So now I have this big ass thermos above the fridge, and I'm like never gonna use it.
What way to put it here? Like
soup. I don't know.
Causes cancer.
Yeah. Okay, you wrote something really cool in here. Yeah. I want you to talk about the French version of our podcast.
Oh my God. Okay, so this is a good story. So we went to one of our friends' cottages and they were having like an event for a real estate agency that they work for. And it was like actually such a fun event. They had like bouncy castles for the kids, which first of all, like the adults ended up liking it more than the kids did. Like we were like, are you guys done? Like we want to get in the bouncy castle.
Yeah, I would love a bouncy castle.
And like people were drinking and it was fun to just like jump around in the bouncy castle. So that was fun. But also like a lot of these people were French. And so I was like, follow our podcast, like listen to the pod. And then I was like, it's called, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's called C'est Samedi. And like, I was like, wait, that actually kind of sounds better than it's Saturday. So
C'est samedi.
C'est samedi.
Mais pour vous, no, mais pour nous, c'est samedi.
I'm like, that's all I know, c'est samedi.
That actually sounds like sexier for sure.
Yeah, so anyway, I was like saying it around and people were like, c'est quoi? C'est quoi? C'est samedi. C'est samedi. So I thought it sounded kind of better than Saturday.
I love that. So we might have to rebrand now.
Yeah, we'll have to like translate it to other like languages and just see
what would it be in Farsi?
Fuck. Yeshambe. Yeshambe? No. Jome Shambe.
What?
Misha Shambe.
Misha Shambe?
But it wouldn't sound as good because you're like, Allons chambas. Like, it would, like, there's no it's. Like, it would,
Okay.
Anyway, it'd be
How do
like
you say Saturday?
Chambe.
Chambe.
Yeah. Chambe.
Chambe.
Because, like, the things that it's really confusing because, like, their week actually starts, like, it doesn't start on the Monday. Like, so they're, like, the way they,
their calendar?
They're, like, the way, yeah. So Fridays are off in Iran. It's not Saturday, Sundays. So everything is based on Friday. So Friday's, like, the end of their week. And, like, Saturday's actually, like, the first of their week. So that's why I had to, like, for a second think about it. Because it's, like, Yeshambe, Doshambe, Seshambe.
Wow, that's a whole other world.
That's it's, like, crazy. A whole, it's so different. So
are you working on Friday and Saturday? That's your days off?
Yes. No, Friday's off, and then Saturdays they usually work. They only have one day off. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, no. One day off. Fridays.
I need 3 days off.
But they also have like siesta, so they go to like they go home from like 12 to like
too hot.
Yeah, 3. Yeah. Like everything's closed from 12 to 3, so it's like a whole other vibe.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah. But so samedi, like let's go.
That. Might rebrand, guys. Look out for it. Okay, you just got Instacart.
Yes.
I've been preaching Instacart to a lot of people since COVID because that's when we got it and we decided to keep it afterwards. If you don't know what it is, it's an app that you use to just buy your groceries. And back when we got it, it didn't even have as many places as it does now.
So many places now.
You can literally order from the LCBO, from Walmart,
Bulk Barn,
Shoppers, Bulk Barn, like pretty much anywhere except for Farm Boy and Food Basics.
Yeah.
I would say. Even Costco you could order from. I should order my sweatsuit tonight. That just popped into my head. Anyway, if they have it.
Yeah.
You just got Instacart. What's your review?
Okay, so the reason that I even got it was like it was the weekend after Labor Day. It was like the first week of school, and we really needed groceries, so we went. I'm not joking you. We did like a full run of groceries. We had our cart ready. Like we're about to go to the checkout, and we're looking around, and there's like a ton of people waiting around. We're like, is this a line? Like, but it's at the beginning of the grocery store. We look, there's a line starting from the beginning of the grocery store to the end. Like, it looked like a 2-hour line. And we're like, there's no way. Like, maybe this is like some weird self-checkout line. Like, let's look around. So we look, no, there was such a long line at this grocery store. And then we're like, let's just like go through the aisles and see if we can kind of waste time and come back and see if like the line has moved. I'm not joking you. We walked through 3 different aisles. We came back, and the lady we were talking to ask if it was a line was in the same spot.
She didn't even move.
She hadn't moved. And that was our sign to be like, we're getting out of here. So we ditched our cart.
You left it.
We had to leave our cart. Like, what are we supposed to do? Walk around and put everything back? Like, I'm sorry, Superstore, if you're listening to this.
No. Honestly, I would have done the same thing. That's crazy. But it was like long weekend, back to school.
Yes. And like, that was one of the crazy busy weeks. So honestly, I texted you and I was like, what's this Instacart? Like, tell me about it. So I got it that night, ordered groceries, and like we used it a couple times so far, and I really like it. I will say the produce, like I like picking out my own produce.
100% agree with you.
So I think I'll still like
that's why you
get
go to
produce.
Farm Boy or like the farmer's market.
Yeah, but like things that you like, it's the same like crackers or like chips or whatever the heck you're buying that it wouldn't make a difference if someone else is picking it out. 100% Instacart is like so worth it because. Why not? Like someone literally delivers it to your door.
Some weeks you're honestly too busy. Like I have plans after work every single day this week. Yeah. I can't go to the grocery store. I don't have time. I'm gonna have Instacart. Yeah. I don't know what I would do without it. It's the best $100 a year I've literally ever spent.
And if you spend more than $35, like it's free delivery regardless.
Exactly. And you're never not spending $30 on groceries.
You're good. Like I would just use it even if you have to do a one-off here and there to like buy groceries with Instacart. Like just 100%. Do it. 100%.
And if you sign up your friends, you get $10.
Yeah. So
did you use my code?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm still on the free trial.
Wait, I was like, why didn't I get that?
You get a 2-week free trial, and then you like sign up after. So I'm like waiting for my trial to end. But then I'll use your code, and there we go.
Bing bada boom.
Bing bada boom. So yeah, Instacart, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it, and saves you time. And honestly, these little things that can save you like 10 minutes or 40 minutes here and there really add up.
Truly.
Really add up.
And you know what the cool thing with the app too is it tells you like how much time you've spent or how much time you've saved like from being at the grocery store based on using the app.
Cool. And you kind of save money because you're only buying the items you really need. Like because when you're in the grocery store, sometimes you're just walking through all the aisles and you pick up random shit.
That's true. Okay, sponsor us Instacart.
Yeah, Instacart needs to sponsor us. We'll have a promo code soon. Like it's Saturday or Sisamdi. Like love that.
Hilarious.
Okay, random thing too. Okay. You go to a restaurant with your significant other.
Okay.
And you're sitting at a booth.
Okay.
Is it weird to sit on the same side as him? Or are you one of those people that can't do that? Or do you sit on the same side sometimes?
We do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I think that's like very European.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of cute.
I think we always like, we're just like, screw this. Like, we want to have a conversation. Sometimes like the booths are really far.
Sometimes the booths are so
and
big.
Like,
What'd you get over there?
What are you ordering? So I'm like, no, we'll just sit together. But but I will say, when I was a server and I would see that happen, sometimes I would cringe.
Yes.
So I'm like, ugh, am I now that person?
Everything always comes full circle. Like
it does.
It's so
does.
funny.
Oh
Sometimes it's nice to be on the same side, or like maybe like there's a game on, or there's something like entertaining, and you want to like see, or like what. Sometimes the view for one person is stunning. You get the whole restaurant, but if you're on the other side of the back table, you're looking at a wall.
Yeah, I agree. I
agree. Look at that. So like, share the view.
Share the view.
Share the love.
And if you want to share food, like.
Yes, the best also elite for that.
Let's do that. So let's like make that okay again.
Yeah, make that okay. Sit on the same side.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do some tabloid talk because there's something that you sent me today that I want to talk about.
Yes. Okay, so the Kardashians, Kris Jenner and Kylie Jenner went on like a late night show. I think it was James Corden. What's his name? James Corden.
Yes.
Yeah. They went on his show, and one of the segments on his show is like a lie detector test. Mm. And so Kris Jenner did like a lie detector test. And one of the questions they asked was like, did you leak Kim and Ray J's, Kim and Ray J's sex tape? Like, were you actually the one who released it? And she said no. And then the lie detector person was like, you're telling the truth.
Okay.
So then apparently Ray J got super pissed and came out on Instagram with a bunch of videos and proof, like with his lawyers, to say, actually, Kris Jenner did release the video. And this was all like, I don't know why you guys are still talking about this, still making it seem like I released it when it was all Kris Jenner. She was the one who got in contact with like the entertainment.
And he got really villainized in this whole like thing.
Yes.
Right? So would you believe him?
So I will say that in the new season of the Kardashians, there was this like one episode where they acted like, and I say acted like because it seemed so staged.
Yeah.
That Ray J came out with he had a second video that he was going to release of Kim. And
was it Ray J that was going to release it? Is that what they said?
Yeah, they said that he had more like footage that was unseen footage, and he was going to release it. And Kim had like this whole scene where she was crying.
Yes.
And then it was so weird. Then they show like Kanye coming in with like this computer.
With like a suitcase of stuff.
A suitcase. And then she opens it. She's like, this is the sex tape. And it's this weird computer. And Kanye's just there like, yeah. And he's like barely like, and he doesn't even. Yeah, it was true. Just sketchy.
It was kind of weird now that you're mentioning it.
And so in the things he came out with, there was DMs between him and Kim. And he's pretty much like, why are you guys doing this? Like, there was no second footage. And she's like, no, it's good. Like, it's showing that we're working together, and like it's a better perception for you. And like, I don't know, she was kind of like making it seem like it was planned. So I don't believe it.
Have they made a statement since this happened?
I don't think so. So this happened all like this morning. So guys, we will like, this is happening in real time. Whoa. We don't know. But I'm sure Kim will come out with something because she always does. Or Kris will, yeah.
Okay, speaking of the Kardashians, what the fuck is Lemmy?
Lemmy. So she just announced today what it is. Okay. Guess what it is?
Is it clothing?
No. It is vitamins. Gummy vitamins.
Okay.
Which kind of makes sense for Courtney.
Are they vegan? They must be. They're both vegan, no?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like a whole line of vitamins. There's like a hair one. There's like a stress one. There's matcha.
I guess that's the one thing they haven't really done yet, eh?
Which is what people are saying. And the logo is like that swirl, you know, like it's like a swirl like this. Okay, that's their logo. And it reminded me of like the Teletubbies, like, you know, like that drink they would drink.
That's like, so funny.
I don't know why. It just gave me nostalgia from that Teletubbies, like, when they were drinking that thing. But yeah, like, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Okay. Yeah, but so it's like a gummy, like, vitamin
They're
line.
so busy.
They have like a new company every week. Like, I don't understand.
Do they sleep?
Yeah, seriously.
They don't. They can't.
They have people to do everything though.
Literally, it's true. They just have the idea. And
they don't even post on their own social media. It's like they have a person that does it for them.
A team.
Like a whole team. Like,
oh my god. Okay, talking still about celebrities.
Yeah.
Addie's dad, Addie.
We're
on a nickname basis now.
She's tight with us.
Yeah, Addison Rae's dad is on OnlyFans. Ew, that's so gross to me.
He's so gross, dude.
Like, I feel like her mom is going to be on it next.
Yeah.
Like, with Young Gravy, like, doing couples videos.
I just feel so bad for Addison. She, like, removed her, like, profile picture on Instagram, so it's just, like, there's no picture.
That's a cry for help.
Yeah, I think she's just going through it right now, and I feel for her.
How can you not?
Her dad is so gross. Like, her mom is doing some weird shit, too, but the dad is just posting these, like, mirror pictures, like, shirtless, and it's, like...
I think he's unwell.
Yeah.
Like, he's not okay.
The fame really got to him.
And
yeah,
it wasn't even his fame.
It's not even his fame.
It was his daughter's fame, and he's ruining it.
Yeah, so they need to, like, really figure it out.
And he's doing, like, weird shit on OnlyFans, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't even know. Who's subscribing to that? Like, who's watching that is what I want to know. I want to know who's watching it. I feel like it's more men than females watching that. Oh, my God. Okay, what is this Kevin Federline thing?
Okay, yeah. So Kevin Federline and his sons are doing, or did, it's released already now, released on Sunday, a 60-minute, like, tell-all about kind of the relationship with Britney. And basically it sounds like it's her sons that, like, don't want to be around her.
Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of family drama and, like, how they're just, like, all three of them are just very embarrassed by Britney and, like, her behavior, and that she's just not well, and that she, like, clearly favored one son over the other. So there's so much trauma there for, like, the boys, especially one of them, and I feel
for that family.
Yeah,
like, the whole family.
Being famous is not it.
Yeah.
Like, a little bit famous. Enough to, like, you know, have a famous podcast.
Yeah, enough to live, but not, like, that much.
But not Britney famous.
Britney famous, and also, like, the, how old she was when she became famous, I feel like also has to do with it.
Yeah, so I haven't watched it. I've read, like, the cliff notes on it. I haven't been able to find it, but I do want to watch it.
Yeah, I do want to watch it, too, because I'm curious to hear, like, their perspective of it. Because, yeah, some of the stuff she's posting on social media, I'm like... Ooh, like,
oh my God, it's embarrassing.
If I was your son, like, and you're just naked on, like, doing a video.
Do you ever read her long ass captions? Like, they're all over the place. They don't make any sense. They're so sporadic.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
It is kind of a cry for help. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with her. Like, you never really know. But yeah, that's crazy.
And then people comment like, "Go off, Queen!" Like, yes. I'm like, I don't know if y'all should, like, I know we're Britney fans, but I don't know if y'all should be like encouraging this.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like Kanye fans.
Yes,
like Kanye has been going off on he has like these like phases where he'll post a shit ton and then you don't. And then he'll like delete everything. So he was going off on Gap because apparently they signed like a deal with Gap, but they were having these meetings without him even being there, and he went off about like the CEO of Gap and like wants to take him down.
Oh my God.
But all of his fans, like they have black profile pictures, and then you click on them and they're all verified on Instagram. And I'm like, did he pay these accounts? Like, did he verify these accounts himself? Like,
you can buy check marks for sure.
Yes, because his fans are nuts. Like they are really, like they're pushy.
Intense.
Yeah, they're really intense. So
wow.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of Instagram, so Ekin-Su from Love Island just like closed so she's the new face of Polly. Okay, which is kind of
huge.
like a fast fashion brand, similar to like Boohoo.
Is that different than Princess Polly? Nova. Like those are different. Polly and Princess Polly.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. I don't know. I think so though. I think Polly's different.
Okay.
We'll confirm and let you guys know, but. Yeah, so she just signed like a $1 million deal with Polly, so she's the new face of Polly, which usually you're like an ambassador or whatever, but she's like actually their face now.
Okay, I feel like maybe this is incorrect, but I feel like $1 million is not that much for that.
I feel like so now they're saying that it's the biggest deal ever made out of Love Island.
Okay,
maybe like eventually people made bigger deals, but. Coming off the show, like just like coming off the show and making $1 million, like I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah,
facts.
So
is she still dating the dude?
Yeah, Davide. Yeah, they're still together.
Cute. Yeah. I feel like they have to stay together for a while.
Yeah. So
wow.
Yeah, so that's Tabloid Talk.
That is Tabloid Talk, friends. What do we want to talk about watching these days? Showtime, baby.
Ooh, Showtime. So I finished Selling OC.
You finished it?
Yes.
Damn, I haven't even started it yet.
Oh my God, you need to watch it. Okay. So originally when I was watching it, I was like, oh, I kind of like Alex Hall. Like she seems relatable. She's like one of the older ones. She has more experience with like real estate and stuff. And then towards the end, I like actually despise her. I don't think she's a good person. I think she's a bully. I think she's really two-faced. And I'm really curious to hear your opinion on it after you watch the show.
I'm excited.
Because honestly, my whole opinion of her changed. And those girls are all bullies. Like this season,
mean, eh?
There's two people that like aren't really part of like their clique.
Shit.
And they're really, really mean. Like to a point where it's like they're at a group like social event for work, and like the two girls will come over and they'll just be like, we don't want you here. Like they'll say that to their face. Like they'll just be like, oh, like did it get shady, or is it just because you got like, they'll say like crazy like disses. And I'm like, this is an insane, guys. You guys are still working together. Like I can't imagine being that mean to people.
I feel like because Selling Sunset didn't have that much drama, I feel like the producers of the OC were like, okay, we gotta really like send it with the drums.
Adam DeVello
like,
too. Like,
Adam DeVello.
Crazy,
he's probably like, okay, people are getting bored. Like Christine's gone. Like who's the next villain? And clearly it's Alex Hall.
Yeah.
Is she like the ringleader?
So she's not villainized on the show. She like everybody loves her, but I just think like, and the viewers now are just like, whoa, you're crazy, you're nuts. Like she's very two-faced. Yeah, so I'm really curious to hear your opinion on it once you watch it. But
I'm meant to watch it really soon. Like Matt wants us to finish what's it called? Summer House before we start that show, but I might just have to do it by myself. Sorry.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the pod,
night
you'll know.
Alone with your Baconator.
My Baconator. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I'm really hungry now. This is making me so hungry.
I'm so sorry to do that to you. You don't need one in your life.
Oh my god.
Also, really quickly, we've been going down memory lane, and Matt's never watched Jersey Shore, and we started watching a bit of Jersey Shore.
God. Love Jersey Shore.
Iconic reality TV. Snooki. Oh my god. We're like at the episode where she got punched in the face by a man.
It's insane.
What?
That was like more authentic, I feel like, because like it was just like some crazy shit. You were like, this is so unscripted.
Dust. In words of Eric Cherry.
And like people get so drunk, and that phone, like the little phone,
the
duck phone.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's pretty iconic. Like would recommend going back and tossing it on the tube. It's a laugh for sure.
I love Jersey Shore. That's so good. Oh my gosh.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have a lot of time left, but could you do a quick Bang, Marry, Kill?
Let's do Bang, Marry, Kill to end it off. I love that. Which one should we do?
I'm going to do one in theme of Taco Bell.
Ooh.
Bang, Marry, Kill, tacos, burritos, and enchiladas.
Ooh. Tacos, burritos, enchiladas. Okay. I think I'm going to marry a burrito because I just love burritos. I just feel like they're packed with a lot of like toppings, and they're easy to eat, and like it's all in just one place.
Okay.
I'm gonna bang tacos because I just love tacos. Enchiladas, not my favorite. Like I like them, but I feel like they're a little soggy for me, so I'm gonna kill enchiladas.
Okay. What if I replace enchiladas with fajitas? Would your answer change?
It has to be like Lone Star fajitas because those are my fave. Frig, that's hard. Like it's between tacos and fajitas. Like I'm either gonna bang one or the other.
Okay.
You know what? I'll stick to my original answer.
Stick to it. Okay.
I'm sticking with it.
I'm similar. I'm also gonna kill enchiladas because I don't even know if I've had an enchilada. I think I have, but if I had, it clearly wasn't memorable.
Yeah.
I'm tacos till the day I die.
Love tacos too.
Marry them. And I would also want it to be, though, like a soft and hard shell mix because I think that's elite.
I love, like, that's why I love Crunchwrap Supremes.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never had one.
And there's like a soft and...
I've never had a Crunchwrap Supreme. You've never had a Baconator. We'll have to
swap. That's what we're going to do.
And I will bang a burrito because... It's a nice big burrito. I'm going to bang it.
Remember that video? Someone pretended like to be Justin Bieber eating a burrito from the side. Yeah. Do you remember that? But it was actually fake. It wasn't him. That blew me. I was like, this guy's crazy. Like, why is he eating a burrito from the side?
Just like that. Yeah, that is animal shit. If you do that,
you're fucking...
Don't listen to this podcast.
Yeah,
you don't belong here.
You're probably the guy who's not clapping at Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, because you're too busy eating your burrito. Your hands are full. Disgusting.
Oh my god. Okay, this was so much fun as always. We always have a blast. We never want to say goodbye.
Never, ever, ever.
But make sure to... Actually, guys, can you go write us a review, please? Yes. Write us a review.
Even if you don't listen to us on Apple Podcasts, please go there and write us a little review. Yes. Comment on our YouTube. We see 100 and something views on these YouTube. Let us know what your favorite part was. Give us a little
something, because we want to grow this community, and we're going to be here every week.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. So thanks for tuning in, guys, from whatever day it is for you. But for us, c'est samedi.
Okay, bye, guys. Bye.